Hey everybody, what's up from Roll, Minnesota, your state of skate. Hey, I'm Butch Lehman, and today we're in for another episode of Rolling Reactions. Today's episode features a skater that is one of the most iconic inline skaters ever to lace up a pair of skates. We're talking about Alex Broskow today. Now, I just want to quickly acknowledge that Blade Cup major event is happening out in California this weekend, so shout out to everybody there, including Alex Broskow, who is one of the former champions of that event. Anyway, today we'll be honoring Alex by taking a look back at 3 of his profiles, the first one being his section for Vibralux, On Top. It's one of my personal favorites. From there, we're going to take a look at his part in The Truth 2, another amazing video that I would highly recommend. And then lastly, we'll wrap things up with his profile in the Create Originals video. So all of these videos aren't super old, they're not super new, they're somewhere in the middle there of Alex's illustrious career. Anyway guys, let's roll into it.
Now, first of all,
this is one of the best intros of all time in my mind. I hope it wasn't scripted because just like the impromptu nature of this is amazing.
Mr. Hawk.
I don't have any money.
Hold it. Let me
I'm a rollerblader.
Now, Mr. Hawk, now I'm thinking from the roof to the rail, is it XO or XAB? How does that work?
Roof to the rail, XO, AB. If we're talking AB, it's Alex Broskow. And that's that guy.
He knows all the codes. He says he doesn't, but you'll see in the video that he definitely knows the codes. He's got those cheat codes on lock. It's the only explanation. That or witchcraft. One of the two. Maybe both. Anyway, this is one of my favorite videos of all time, and little personal connection. I know that some of these spots were filmed here in Minnesota, and so being able to see them in person and just reflect on the tricks that were done, pretty amazing. Speaking of which, that fakie 720 was so good, absolutely flawless. One of the other things that I want to comment on this is Alex's pro skate from Valo, the blue ones here, I absolutely love. Like, I've always ridden Razors personally. I wouldn't really think of switching skates, but I remember even when those skates came out, I was like, that is a good looking pair of skates. Absolutely love them. This line's pretty sweet too. Look how stalled out and delayed that fakie 540 was. You almost think it's going to be a 360, and he sneaks that last 180 in there. That's one of the things I've always admired about Alex's skating, is it's entirely controlled and really smooth, but he can almost like fake you out with how easy things are, to the point where like the trick looks like it's going to be something else and then evolves into something else entirely. So it always keeps you on your toes, always keeps you guessing, and have a lot of respect for that. Really cool banked rail spot there. This was one of the Minnesota spots. I've actually skated this a number of times. Unfortunately, it's not there anymore. Really cool spot though. I know Chris Haffey got some tricks on that spot as well. Skating the Jersey barriers. That's the dragon slide, folks. Classic trick, one that you don't see very often, and pretty hard to do. Got to be good at front torques to get that one down. That 540 was perfect. He landed right into that little bank. Another Minnesota spot here. Just got lines for days, using the benches, using the ledges. Use it all, man. It's a really good mixed variety of different spots here too. This is another Minnesota spot. I think this one's dead. Alex might be the reason why. You can see it just coming out of the wall there. That torque was really good. The grab out, perfect. This one's actually an uphill grind on the torque, and I can't imagine how much more difficult that would make that, especially on a ledge. And I'm surprised he didn't get taken out going that fast up that tiny little roll up to the fish. This is another spot that I have no idea where this is, but this spot looks really cool. You lace that fish brain. Those vert wall stalls are actually a lot more difficult than people realize. If you're like new to skating or you don't skate a lot of skate parks, vert walls, actually riding up them and not going too far over or getting sucked back in, pretty difficult balance. I like that he's incorporating some air tricks and some bank tricks. This bank looks unbelievably steep. Like, this is one of those spots that like it looks fun on camera, but I bet if you were to go there in real person, in real life, it would probably be extremely difficult to skate. Nice wall ride. It's like an Illusion 0 TP. It's another Minnesota spot. I've skated that one before. There's actually a big tree growing out of the middle now, so it's hard to skate because the branches are hanging out. But that was a cool spot back in the day. Is that a front fast slide? I don't think I've seen too many front fast slides on ledges. Another Minnesota spot there. Fun fact, at a competition, buddy Corey Glanville did a wall ride, same wall ride 180 on that spot. It was really nice. It's so big. Beautiful 540. I love this tracking shot too, just backing away on it on the 540. Some really great camera work there. Amazing section. This is one of my favorites. Next, we'll take a look at Alex's riding in the Truth 2, and he's coming in with the world's fastest true spin sole to gap over stairs, a trick that I don't think I've ever seen anybody do. First of all, true spin sole, not a trick to be trifled with. That is a tough one. Second of all, when you're carrying that kind of speed over a stair set, that's just asking for trouble. But Alex was able to get it done, and I think that makes for a really good opening clip to start his section. Now, the Truth 2 was a video that I really liked, the whole Truth series, the Truth 2. Austin Paz, I believe, was behind the filming of this video. Jump Street Podcast is where you know him from. And a lot of talented skaters in this. Some really good filming. Look how smooth that tracking shot was. Got the grind into the big 540 with the staled out grab. Very characteristic of Alex Broskow there. And here he's still rocking those blue skates that I love. You might notice that's maybe the theme of this video, because I was looking through which sections I wanted to review for Alex, and he has so much content out there. He is one of the legends of the sport. He's produced some of the best sections, and just the consistency with which he's able to deliver is unbelievable, if you ask me. So I picked 3 sections. Really like this one as well. Look how much speed he's taken out of this. True spin negative. That's something you don't see very often. This is one of my favorite clips in this section. Going around the outside curve and then the inside curve. And he has every right to be excited for that one because the speed required for that and the sudden shift of balance, unbelievable. Getting more Jersey barriers going here. I think that was 4 Jersey barrier clips in a row. That was cool. Oh yeah, I forgot about the pud slide. That's another trick you don't see very often. So, he can mix it up. He can get you the big hammers, the spin tricks, the switch ups, the ledge tricks, and every once in a while throw in one of those unseen, underutilized tricks as well. I'm going to go ahead and make this as a definitive statement, but I'm going to say that Alex Broskow has the best stale grabs in the entire blading industry. It's another one of those spots that probably looks easier on camera than it is. If you guys are used to skating transition, you know how awkward it can be with something that's overly steep in just a short period of time. Going over the fence on that one. Backslide. Like the cross grab. That's what made that trick. And he runs into the hedge at the bottom. All right, for this last one, we'll take a look at his profile when he was riding for Create Originals. And I believe this was the Originals video, titled Originals, featuring their all-star cast lineup that they had at the time. And they had some really amazing skaters, Alex being one of them. And I really like this section as well. If you guys grew up watching Alex Broskow like me, it's pretty amazing too to see how much his style has adapted, evolved, and changed over all of the years. And I can't really tell which style I actually prefer because a trick like that was so smooth and controlled, going from ledge to rail with the Hurricane topsole. And I gotta respect that. But you go back to his early baggy days, just throwing hammers and massive rail to drops. And that's something I love too. By the way, you get the fast slide to true spin porn. And the switch back fast slide, true top acid. These rails didn't stand a chance, man. By the way, this rail looks really deadly. It's got that metal like cap sticking right out of the middle, and that thing looks sharp, so don't want to get impaled on that one. And for most people, if you miss a trick on a rail, it's early on, and that's usually where like you would fall or reach out the hand or maybe even take it to the ribs. So spots like that, don't undercount them. Don't underestimate them. Danger. Got the big kink rail here. And this is another trick that just absolutely boggles my mind. Not only is he transferring over the kink, but into TTP. That's a really hard trick, and that's a really short rail to lock into at the very bottom, so there's not a lot of room for error there. But again, that's one of the hallmarks of Alex's skating, is that he just throws caution to the wind, he skates super fast like right here, and it's just full commit mode. You know, that's something I've commented on to people as well. I think sometimes skating is actually safer when you're in that mentality of going fast, fully committing right away, and just letting go of all the fear, the anxiety, the doubt, the second guessing. That was amazing. That like back Royale 270 to TP. I don't know if I've ever seen something like that before. At least not on a rail like that. He is so good. Man. I think sometimes, you know, we talk about skating and we watch all these sections on here and it can get lost in the mix, just how unbelievably talented these skaters are and how much work goes into getting to this level. Like Alex has been doing this for a really long time, and he's been through the dark ages of the sport when it wasn't as popular and when, you know, viewership and skaters were dropping, but he stuck with it. I respect him for that. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Alex Broskow skating. These are just 3 of the many, many, many profiles he's put out over the years. And again, as I was just saying, I have a ton of respect for Alex. Not only is he a talented skater, but he's somebody that's constantly out there supporting the sport, being visual to the public, and just representing in a way that we would hope a professional rollerblader would to promote the sport. So Alex, if you're watching this, if you're seeing this, just know there's a number of people out there that support you just in the same way that you support us. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this one. I'm Butch Lehman of Roll, Minnesota, reminding you to stay safe, stay healthy, and get out there and do some rollerblading. Till next time, everybody, we'll see you at the next video. Peace!